Aston Villa 2, Brighton 1.
Let's see what the fans have to say.
Luke, they put us through the ringer a little bit there, didn't they?
Like McGinn said in the playoff final, we're Aston Villa. We never make it easy, do we?
We certainly don't. And what were you thinking going into the last kind of 5-10 minutes? Where was your mood at?
It just looked like it was going to drag on. It looked like a winner wasn't coming. Once again, they go down to 10. It didn't look like we were going to capitalise. Before Brighton went down to 10 man, I honestly thought we were poor. Yeah. But once that sending off happened, for once it's played in our favour, and we need some luck. And it's about time. We got the VAR decision. I don't know how you can disallow that. From what I saw, it looks like the Brighton defenders in front of the goalkeeper. Yeah, Wesley's given it a little tug, but come on, if you can't overrule it, how can you overrule a handball in the box? It's not consistent enough for me.
It was never in doubt, really, was it? First 20 minutes, we didn't look like we were getting into the game at all. Brighton controlled the ball, had the majority of the possession. We seemingly looked like the away side. The sending off for me changed the dynamic of the game, but what it does highlight, that's 3 times now we've played 10 men and only managed to score 1 goal, so it highlights a creative issue, particularly down the flanks, because we were very narrow today.
As soon as they got that red card, I thought we'd got all over them. They fell apart. They're thinking, oh yeah, well, we're just going to sit behind now. They don't act well on red cards, and we just did, and we just kept going and going and going. And the last minute winner is incredible.
Brighton played incredibly well. Yeah. They were crisp passing, always seemed to have an outlet. Even with 10 men, we saw it against West Ham, even worse against Arsenal. But they always had a man open, 2 or 3 passes, and they're on the offensive. So, credit to them. I thought they were good value for at least the draw. But crucial that we got a goal just before the end of the first half after having that abomination of a VAR decision again.
So we're expanding our Villa View setup. We've got the new man behind the camera, got a new man in front of the camera as well. Liam, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
How did you find today's game?
Exhausting, especially the second half. Yeah. We should have put the game to bed earlier on. We had so many chances, especially El Ghazi. Should have put it away. He was poor today. But yeah, if we play like that against Man City, Liverpool, we're not going to pick up any points, in my opinion.
Were you ready to walk out, or were you always going to stay to the end?
Well, me and my dad always normally stay until the very end and do all the singing at the end.
Nice. And what did you make of Target's finish?
Well, I thought that the keeper, to be honest, because he was making some pretty good saves, I thought he probably would have bounced it over, but it was just a really good finish into the bottom corner, I think.
Iffy performance. At times, I thought, even in the second half, when we were playing against 10 men, they got through us. Easy. I thought 2 or 3 times, I thought, what's going on here? 10 men, they're just ripping us apart. But hey, doesn't matter, does it? We got the 3 points and get in there.
Villa were caught out in the second half. McGinn, he was a bit frustrating. I'd say he could do better, but Villa did play well today.
So many times we've had games where we should have got the 3 points, so we were brilliant, but we didn't. Today, maybe we weren't that great. I don't think we were, but we got the 3 points. And of all people, Matt Target getting the goal, I think was fantastic, because if I'm honest, I don't think he was quite on his game today like he was. Like Burnley, I thought he was fantastic. Today struggled a little bit, but for him getting the goal, fantastic to see.
So half time it was 1-1, and then last minute, limbs everywhere really to describe how it was.
I feel a bit sorry for Brighton, to be honest, because I do think that they deserve something from the game, but it's 3 points, isn't it? It's going to be big towards the end of the season. I think both teams will be down there in the relegation mix. I don't think either team will go down. But look at Brighton today. They seem quite confident, especially towards the middle of the first half. I thought we started off okay, and then Brighton grew into the game, and they were attacking. Mopé, Connolly, they did look lively. And then obviously the VAR incident. But we don't need VAR. We need decent refs in this league.
What did you make of the VAR decision in the first half?
I said to him, I want to go to VAR and punch him in the head because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it seems like they're not able to be consistent, and that's the most frustrating thing.
Yeah, that's cost us so many points, but Villa are so lucky that we got the win. And just saying, Brighton, why the hell were you sitting back? Because you know we were going to punish you.
Brighton were the better side with 11 men. I think they passed the ball really well. I thought Malpay and Connolly were a threat up front. Didn't look like they were in trouble heating all day, but he still made a good few saves. But the sending off was definitely a sending off. There's no doubt about it. But that VAR decision, after all the whole end was celebrating. The Brighton fans were disappointed. The players didn't even know what was going on. They all kicked off, and next minute there's VAR going on. Put the sign up straight away. That's all we asked for down here. If it scores, goes in, put the sign up and say we're making the decision first before we all go mental.
Watched it on the replay on the big screen. Must have watched it 4 or 5 times. I couldn't say anything. I don't know whether you could from the old 10, but from watching it on the big screen 4 or 5 times, and then we're all. The only thing I could think of is Wesley kind of had his arm up against the goalie.
I thought it should have been a goal, really. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I had a very good angle in it as well, but I'm guessing something happened. But at the end of the day, it stood that it ended up getting disallowed because we got a last-minute winner.
Yeah, but how important then was the Grealish's goal after that to kind of get us level-headed at half-time?
Well, when that happened, I was thinking that was going to get disallowed, considering how it's really important. It just spurred us on, got us in at the break, and it made us want to go and get that winner.
Going forward with Target, there's something there. If we can build round that midfield and get a couple of additions in January, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Who's your man of the match today?
Target. I love a last-minute winner. I love him.
Can't argue with that. Who did you think stood out for Villa today?
Oh, Jack Grealish, absolutely everywhere. It's exceptional, really. Like people saying he's not a good Premier League player. He's just proved that in that game.
I think Jack Grealish. I think he controlled the game. I think he was our creative threat, as he always is, and I think he was much better than anyone else today.
I think it's really hard to pick one, to be honest, but if I had to pick, I'd probably say Tom Heaton, because he was the one who's probably calm throughout the whole game. He was the one who had the composure. Like the amount of times when they cut through our midfield, 3-on-2, and him rushing out, claiming the ball, starting attacks. It was really encouraging. I think it lifted the atmosphere actually around the ground. Every time he released the ball, his roar went up around the ground, and I think that helped the players too.
4 years ago, everybody was in the wrong direction. Lerner was ready to go. Tom Fox couldn't give a monkeys. The players just didn't want to turn up. The fans the fans turned up and just vent their frustration. You've seen today, nobody. Yeah, we still get the odd gripe, but that's only for a pass.
Mainly from VAR.
Mainly from VAR and Alan Shearer. That's the only gripe we get. But look, we done over VAR today and the referee, and that's the best thing we could do.
I think the fans staying behind the team. I mean, when we were 1-0 down, the Heartlanders in the sky going around the ground, you wouldn't have had that 5 years ago. No chance. It's just the club is so together, and the players are just fighting for the badge and not fighting for their paychecks, and that is brilliant to see. And that's all we ask for as fans at the end of the day, isn't it?
How confident are you going into the Man City and Liverpool game?
Well, Wolves beat Man City, so we could.
Nobody can beat Liverpool.
No one can beat Liverpool. You never know. As the person said the other day, or not the other day, earlier, at least it's not 6-0, hopefully, again.
That's it. That's the dream. Up the Villa.
I've got a YouTube channel. Do you mind if I just shout it out?
Go for it.
If you guys want to watch my vlog, I go most away games, every home game, ABFC vlogger, on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Take care. What's the confidence like? And now we've got a couple of tough games. Do you think we can do it against Man City, against Liverpool? You've got to be honest.
The transfer window opens and we can sign a Dharma Traore and Timo Pukki, and then I think we'll do it.
Man City didn't know what to expect. They're one of the best sides in the league. Great depth. Liverpool just can't stop winning. It'd be nice, I think, with the home crowd behind us, we could get a win against Liverpool, but Man City, who knows?
Manchester City, Liverpool next. How many points out of 6?
I'll be happy with maybe 2 points, a point out of each.
Man City, I think actually 1-0 because of their performances recently. I haven't checked the Crystal Palace score, but their performances recently has not been great, and ours has. So it's going to be like, what's Pep going to do?
If we win Manchester City away next weekend, they're into good shape for Wolves or Liverpool.
What are your predictions for the next few games?
I think Wolves might win 1-0 and Liverpool probably 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah. Stop it!
So Liam, it was a tough game, an exhausting afternoon, especially the second half, but we got the win in the end. It's 2-2 now for Villa over the international break as well. Massively important.
Well, I was scared that the international break came at a wrong time, but yeah, we continued the momentum from the Norwich game. Brilliant today. Yes, we should have scored more goals, but I thought it was all round a good performance from the Villa boys.
Absolutely. Couple of massive games coming up, and the Villa View, as you've seen, the team is changing a little bit. We brought Jazz in, we've got Jacob behind the camera. Liam's going to be doing more stuff for us on fan cams as well. So it's an exciting time for the Villa View as well. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel with your post notifications on. Like, comment, get your views in. What did you think of the team today? Who was your man of the match? Are we going to get any points against Manchester City and Liverpool? Let's see. But as always, up the Villa.
Up the Villa.
If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. Be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking our logo there on the left. Easy peasy.